My friend just came and got my trash, which is super exciting. So now I can start over, and she mentioned burning my cardboard. So I might do that before it starts to become burn ban season. So yeah, it's good news. My trash is gone. I went into town to do a little bit of grocery shopping because I have to drop my car off at the shop this evening, and my neighbor's gonna help me get back home. It's had a belt that's been squealing. You may have been able to hear it, although I've been trying to keep it quiet in the sense that it'll hurt people's ears in some of my filming. And it probably needs a new power steering pump. Midgie, no, it's okay. Shh. So I'm gonna hop into the store here real quick and see what strikes my fancy. I don't necessarily have a plan, which I know is a little bit dangerous, but you know, we'll see what happens, and hopefully it'll all be okay. Anyway, yeah, let's go get some groceries. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's go get in line. Today is day 1 of my 1 month 10,000 steps a day challenge. So I just put on my new running shoes and we're gonna head out to the treadmill and we're gonna knock out these 10,000 steps. Let's do this. These shoes are kind of making my hip hurt, and not in a way like there's a problem with the shoes, but more in a way like there's a problem with my hip. So I think that they are kind of like realigning and supporting my ankles, feet, and knees in a way that is making it so that my hip hurts. Because I've been walking on the treadmill barefoot, which I don't think is a great plan. So I got to about 2,500 steps and I need to take a break because my hip hurts, and I'll come back and do another 2,500 steps and see how it goes. But I'm gonna definitely need to chunk it up because I don't have the stamina to do 10,000 steps all at once in these shoes right now. I spent some time with my gratitude journal, and if you're ever interested in any of the original art by my friend, drop me a comment. I'm sure she'd be interested to hear. After that, I headed out to pick up Mexican food and drop my car off at the shop. This is the first time in 3 years that I've ever been without a car out in the middle of nowhere, and it's definitely an overwhelming feeling. Okay, we have arrived at a cute little spot off the highway, and it's an upriver mechanic, so someone that's only like 18 miles from me. And my neighbor's gonna come pick me up and then we're gonna go home. So I really appreciate her help, and I'll let you know what I find out about the car. It got really chilly. I wish I had finished my steps earlier because now I'm getting cold. I have got 5,100 steps so far, and it's 7:45-ish in the evening. Whew. My hips are, I need to tighten the belt. It's slipping a little bit. I had to do that on the other walking pad as well. 2 miles an hour. That's about my pace. There was a time in my life that my pace was much faster than that. Oh yeah, if I wait too long too, there's mosquitoes. Okay, I need to tighten the belt. Okay. And that made a big difference, tightening the belt. But that's all it takes. It's just a few turns of a wrench. Okay, there are so many mosquitoes out here that we are actually going to move this treadmill inside. The first thing we're going to do is use this handy dandy easy little handle to put that down, and then close it back up. And then I'm going to unplug it. Then there are wheels at the bottom here, and just like that, we're going to move it. Actually, I'm just going to keep it here at the door like this. Then I still get a breeze. I've got a plug right up here. Then all I have to do is pop that little handle and I'm done. I've now moved my treadmill away from the mosquitoes. That's too easy to suffer. Yeah. I got to 10,000 steps. It is about 8:50 in the evening, which is way later than I choose to be active any day of the week as far as exercise. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I get a bulk of my steps done in the morning, because this will not do, but it is the first day and I've got to figure out my schedule as I go. It was definitely very, very time consuming because I can't go very fast right now because I just don't have the stamina. So I averaged, between 2 miles per hour to like, sometimes I was at 2.6, and then the maximum I was able to comfortably walk, the maximum pace I was able to comfortably walk was 3 miles an hour. And I wasn't able to do that for very long. So the first day went well. Definitely learned a few things. I'm definitely sore. I definitely smell. And now I'm gonna go take a shower and then take my measurements, because we've got to get a baseline for how my body might change in the next month. Okay, now I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit about why I think I've been dragging my feet so long on taking these measurements. That shower felt really, really good. I haven't been as active as I was today in a very, very long time. So my body feels tired in a way that I only faintly remember. And it's a really, really nice feeling. I think this 10,000 steps a day challenge for the month is going to be a-okay. And I wanted to address why it's taken me 4 months into my journey to take my first set of measurements. I guess technically I was encouraged by my community to do a measurement challenge, or maybe I suggested that. I don't remember, but somehow we got a measurement challenge going. So I do have an initial set of measurements, but those were difficult emotionally for me to gather as well. And the reason for that is that I have over 4 years of measurements from my teenage years, sometimes taking them up to once a week. You'd think as the editor I would take a more flattering moment to freeze the video, but I didn't. It wasn't actually 4 years, it was 7 years, 1996 to 2003. That would have put me from 15 to 22 is when I kept the measurement charts. And it's a very sad memory from my childhood, being totally obsessed with the size of my body. And some of those measurements went down, but most of the time they just went up and up and up. And there was nothing that I was able to do to get a hold of the situation. So I think I have a subconscious connection with profound helplessness and discouragement when it comes to measurements, because I think that was kind of burned into my brain as a teenager as I watched myself just balloon out in size, not knowing how to stop it, and taking the measurements and seeing those numbers just go up for years and feeling helpless against the force of the Cocoa Puffs. That was one of the major food groups of my childhood, Cocoa Puffs and Tin Roof Sundae ice cream. If you know, you know. That's what's going on with the measurement charts. But I did finally make myself one, and I have enough space on it to track, a good 6 months to get me, through the rest of the year. And then I can make myself another one. And hopefully this time it won't go up and up and up. In fact, I know that it won't. And that's partly because of you folks. So if you haven't already, I would recommend going ahead and taking some basic measurements. And if anyone's interested in a downloadable measurements chart, you just pop a comment in the comment box, and I can see what I can put together if that's something that the community has any interest in. It's Monday, day 122, and I'm up 1.3 pounds due to some Mexican food. I slept so well last night. I can't believe the difference between some activity during the day and no activity during the day. You guys want to go outside? Was breakfast good? So yeah, I feel really good this morning. I'm excited to do another 10,000 steps today. And I slept like a rock. Remember that Mexican food I mentioned? It was consumed because I'm really kind of stressed about being stuck here with no car while it's at the shop. A couple of things to update you folks on. I hydrated the heck out of myself after the leg cramps that I had. Was that Saturday night. And now my smart scale that I'm testing for an upcoming video says that my hydration is low rather than very low. So things are improving, and that's great. It's the first time I've gotten a chance to see that metric change since I got the scale, and I've had it for maybe a month. And I didn't know how to make that move. So apparently if I drink 5 electrolyte packets, it will move a little bit. So maybe I was really, really low on the electrolytes. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so that's happening. I got my hydration up a little bit. I've walked my first 1,000 steps. Man, am I sore. My hips are so sore. So I just expect that today's 10,000 steps are going to take me even longer than yesterday's 10,000 steps. But I can do it because I'm not injured. I'm just sore. And that's, workable. I did go ahead and make sure that I put one item in my gratitude journal already for today, so I can check June 2nd off the list for that. And I have started my next round of electrolytes. I like the Ultima packets, and I've tested a few other ones, and some of them are too sweet or too strong or too artificially flavored or whatever. I like the Ultima packets. I'll put a link down in the description if you're interested. I particularly enjoyed the sampler pack, which helped me identify that grape is my favorite flavor. But I still might buy the sampler pack because it's just fun to have more than one flavor around. But I'll definitely buy like a tub of the grape now that I know that it's my favorite. So that's what's going on around here on this Monday morning. I'm about to start counseling, and there's right there on my phone is the reminder notification. So here we go. I haven't had counseling since last Tuesday, and it feels like an eternity since I've seen her. So much to talk about. So I hope you all are having a great day. I'm finding that it's a lot easier to get my steps in if I get ready, so to speak. Like earlier I was wearing my pajamas, which is usually a nightgown, and I did my first 1,000 steps barefoot. And I don't think that's, and no bra. So that's definitely not a good solution, because as I'm losing weight, they're getting more mobile. So I need to wear a bra, and I need to put on shoes, and putting on leggings is a good idea. So getting ready facilitates me making sure that my steps get done. So that's one learning from this day 2 of my 10,000 step a day challenge for the month of June. I'm very sore today, as I mentioned, but I'm definitely more sore without shoes than with shoes. The shoes are reducing my soreness because they're probably providing my muscles more support than doing this barefoot. I'm also able to walk faster with shoes on than I can barefoot, which will reduce the amount of time it takes to complete the task throughout the day. And this particular walking session is just going to be a few minutes because I'm busy at work, but I needed a break. Whew. Okay, so does that, if I'm hitting the front of the treadmill, does that mean I need to go faster? Probably. Yeah, that feels better. I just noticed that Midge pulled my lettuce out of my pot and played with it. She didn't even eat it. That little stinker. Oh, I noticed that when the UPS guy came. She came unglued, like she usually does. He was delivering me new concealer. So now I have really well-matched concealer. And I'm pretty excited about that. Counseling this morning was really good. We talked about the dragon that lives inside of me, which is my anger. And it was a very illuminating conversation. Oh, and today is going to be a really stinky day because I accidentally over-scrubbed my armpits and hurt my skin in my armpits because I have this exfoliating cloth that I freaking love. But I over-exfoliated basically. And so for the past couple of days, I haven't been able to wear deodorant. So as I'm letting my skin heal. So that means that during these first couple of days of this challenge, as I increase my activity, I'm getting stinky. After a few more hours of work, I came back to the treadmill to try and knock out another couple thousand steps. Then, after that, the dogs and I played. Okay, you ready? Okay, up. Come here, up here. Okay, here we go. Ready? You're gonna walk. Walk. Come on, you gotta get up here. Can you get up here, Maverick? Come here. We did this before. You could do it before. Come here. Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay, does Mav get one too? Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Lunch was sweet potato with mafe that came from the freezer. Okay, I've done about 7,600 steps, and it's just a little bit before 5 o'clock. And that means that I'm on track to finish my steps a lot sooner than I did yesterday, which is outstanding because that was way too late to be exercising for me yesterday. My feet are starting to hurt pretty significantly, and it's slowing down my pace. So yesterday I was up at around 3 miles per hour, and today I'm more at about 2 miles per hour, sometimes dipping below that, because my toes tend to get a little crampy when I do this kind of prolonged walking, and for me, this is prolonged walking. So that's what's been going on. Sure wish I could wear deodorant. Let me tell you what. I have another 2,500 steps or so to go, and then I can crash for the evening. I got my car back. Woohoo! I'm now excited to turn it on and see how it sounds. Let's check it out. It's like a new car. Okay, I achieved 10,000 steps. That took an exorbitantly long time throughout the day because I'm sore and I'm tired. So I chose to walk a little bit slowly, which just made it drag on forever, it felt like. Like, I don't have a super busy life, so it's okay, but oh my gosh. And also, I am confident that my pedometer is undercounting my steps because I manually counted the last 70 steps because I was like, let's just be done. I was at 99.30 and I manually counted the last 70 steps. And then when I looked down, I was only at 99.50. I was like, what? I'm supposed to be done. So yeah, I don't know how often that's happening, but I guess it's better that it undercounts rather than overcounts. That is on my side as far as health goes. And then I don't know how long it took me cumulatively over the course of the day. So I'm going to keep a timer tomorrow and keep track of how long 10,000 steps is taking me right now at the beginning of this process and see if that changes over the course of the challenge. Yeah, so I think that that's it. I'm tired, I'm sweaty. It's time to jump in the shower. As my dad would say, you shouldn't jump in the shower, you might fall down. Yeah, love you, Dad. And we'll chat with you a little bit later. I followed the same plan as I did yesterday, and I went ahead and got dressed and put my shoes on first thing in the morning. I really don't want to be walking at all barefoot. I just feel like that's going to lead to injury. It has been so nice to sleep so well, but man, is it taking a long time to get my 10,000 steps. Although I do have some yard work to do today, so I'm hoping that that makes a big difference. I won't be able to do the yard work though till after work, so I kind of have to walk throughout the day as if it's not going to make a difference, basically, because I can't afford to wait until 8:30 to see if I got my steps. So I might go over my steps today and that would be fine. I got invited to go to a talker. I am a talker, but a Taco Tuesday gathering with some friends in Big Town, but the weather's going to be really turning this up a little bit. The weather's going to be really good today, like sunny, dry, and relatively low temperatures. Perfect yard work weather. So I am probably going to skip the Taco Tuesday gathering. There we go. And stay home with the, what do they call them? A bushwhacker? The brush hog. That's what they're called. They're called a brush hog. Stay home with the brush hog that I'm borrowing from my neighbor and try and tackle the raspberries. Raspberries? Don't I wish my world were overgrown with raspberries? I would love that. No, blackberries. They are blackberries. What else is going on today? I don't think that much. I went out last night and had a veggie burger, but I only ate half of it. I used to be able to consume a full veggie burger in an instant, basically. Like the bartender could bring out the veggie burger, go in the back to get me some ketchup, come back out, and the burger would be gone. So I'm proud that I'm no longer inhaling my food. So that's good. This was the first veggie burger I've had in months. And it actually didn't really hit the spot. I'm finding that, like I've mentioned before, consistently, it's not hitting the spot. So much for that craving. So you have reached the end of this video. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate a like, a subscribe, and a comment. Go ahead and put me an exercise related emoji in the comments if you've reached the end to symbolize the 10,000 steps a day challenge that I'm embarking on this month. Maybe you are too. If so, leave me a comment and let me know what your exercise goals are for the month of June. I appreciate every last one of you. And if you're on your own weight loss journey, remember, we've got this, and we'll see you in a couple of days.